everyone, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to this YouTube channel. The market is not friendly right now. I think the market is doing some things. We are in extreme pain, and this might go on for some time because the market is still going down and down and down. We are expecting it to continue to dip. So I hope everyone is okay. So in this video, we're going to analyze if our beloved Kaspa is in actual trouble. Now, this is a Bitcoin chart. As we can see, there's a lot of blood, a lot of bleeding. Bitcoin moved from 96,000 and currently it is at 86,000. And we can see there's more potential downside. And the worst case scenario, we could see Bitcoin at even 74,000. That's where there's the next support if it breaks. Because I've drawn these lines, the first point that it broke was this 89,000 area. I have highlighted this. So after breaking it, you can see it broke it with really aggressively. So the break was too aggressive. It means that we are going down. So if it actually finds support here, it's going to be a good thing. If it finds support here at around 85,000, it's going to be a good thing. Then we can expect a good reversal to the upside. But if this 85,000 doesn't hold, I think we might see a more downside because we can't see and there's nothing here to support it. If it breaks downside, there's nothing else to support it. We can see, you can see on the left side, there's only green candles. There's nothing to support it. So we expect maybe if it breaks, the bleeding can go on up to 74,000. But this is just technical analysis. This is just price action. And the sentiment now is extreme fear. I can tell you that there is extreme fear in the markets. People are now like panicking. People are in panic mode. Like, what is happening? You can see a fear and greed index. It has even broke even to, it is in extreme fear. People are now really afraid that what is going to happen in the markets. But in this video, I'm going to tell you in the end what you are going to do. Like, should you sell? Should you buy more? Should you hold? What is going to happen? So apart from Bitcoin, we can see there's something what I want to show you. There's something called Solana. Remember in this video, I told you about Solana. I told you about Solana, what was going to happen to Solana. Now Bitcoin took a hit, but Solana is really getting destroyed and it can keep on getting destroyed up to 115 maybe. It may find support here at 115. And if this support doesn't hold, we can see it going up to what worst case scenario we can see it up to 84. But I expect this region around 115 to hold. So this is not financial advice. These are just my price predictions. Always remember to do your own research. And this is purely my price. This is just me doing price action. I can see what the market is telling me. And I'm trying to analyze these markets without having any kind of bias. I just want to read what the markets are telling me. Technically, not fundamentally. We're going to look at the fundamentals after I analyze the technicals. But what I can see right now, and because Bitcoin is expected to fall, Bitcoin is still expected to have more bleeding for quite some time. If we hold at 85,000, it's going to be really massive for most of the altcoins, because if Bitcoin doesn't go below 85,000, we could see Solana hold at 116. But if Bitcoin goes to 75,000, then we could see Solana even at a price of, let's say, $85. So this is going to be really massive. But when you look at the fundamentals of Solana are not good, and technically they're not good. And just remember, on March 1st, there's another unlock, Solana unlocks. So there's a lot of, fundamentally, Solana is not good, and technically it's not even good. So there's token unlocks plus the market sentiment now in extreme fear. I think most people are going to be selling Solana. This is not financial advice. Remember to do your own research. Now let's look at our beloved Kaspa. So our beloved Kaspa has been, if you compare the entire market, I think Kaspa has been holding so well, because Kaspa moved from 10 cents, and currently it is at 8 cents. Now, I think the worst scenario already happened for Kaspa. It was 0.06, but if you go to TradingView, you're going to see the bottom was 0.07. So I think the worst case scenario already happened, as I said in the previous video. All of the longs that pushed the price of Kaspa to the levels, to the all-time highs, started from 0.0. The accumulation started from 0.04 to 0.06. And if these people pushed the price up to 0.18, up to 0.2, their stop losses were moved into profit, and I could think that most of the stop losses were put just below 0.1. So by this move, by the market making this move, these two candles took all of the stop losses. All of the liquidity that was sitting down here was taken out with just two candles. 1, 2, it took all the liquidity that it needed, then it pushed back, and currently we are seeing it trying to retest this area here. So this is what I expect. I think in terms of price action, Kaspa is the most, I could say that it has the most clear price action, because I could see liquidity levels. I could tell exactly where the market is going to reverse. It is either, if it holds, if this level 0.08 holds, then we could see a reversal from here. But if this level doesn't hold, we could see you could see the price of Kaspa going up to 0.06. If you see a break in structure, if this support gets broken, expect the price to go up to 0.06, and this is going to happen. If it breaks, it's going to happen. I don't think that if it breaks, it may reverse in the middle, because there's a lot of orders here. There's a lot of people who bought here, and they are currently in profit. Maybe their stop losses have been squeezed just a little bit into profit, and the market makers know exactly that your stop losses are a bit in profit, so they want to take all of the liquidity. They have to push the price down here, and after here you're going to see a huge pump to the upside. So for the people who are waiting maybe to buy at these levels, I think just you have to decide on your own. I think this is not financial advice. It depends on you. You can either enter here, you can either enter here. It doesn't make a difference because it's just how many points. Kaspa moved from 0.16 to currently 0.08. So it's up to you either to have an entry or to put a limit order here. Just up to you. But if Bitcoin keeps on dipping, if Bitcoin goes up to 74,000, I expect Kaspa to also go down to 0.06. But if Bitcoin holds at 85,000, I think this is going to hold. This level is going to hold. So it all depends on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin keeps crashing, we could see a lot of bleeding. And it's not actually bleeding, because you can see what happened. This move here, we have to fill this wick. If this happens, if Bitcoin continues to dip, we could see the price Kaspa trying to fill this wick here, because we filled it, only half of it. Then the price of Kaspa just went sideways. If it breaks, then we could see it come up to here, and after it reaches here, we could see a huge bump to these levels. So this is what I see in terms of price action. Let me know in the comments like what you expect, but it doesn't have to be. I think people are so afraid right now. Why are people so afraid? This was expected to happen. This is going to happen. And just remember, we are still in the bull market. People are saying that, you know what, this is now a bear market, because I have one of the most interesting tweets that I read today is that the worst thing you can do now is to panic sell to stop the pain. But the real pain comes after you sell and you see that everything is pumping. So the real pain is not actually selling right now, because when you sell, of course, you are going to relieve yourself. It's like you are getting liberated. You're no longer stressed about the markets. But the real pain is going to come after you sell and you see that everything is pumping back. So what are you going to do? You either feel the pain short term and reap the rewards after you hold, or are you going to panic sell right now? Because I think most of the weak hands have already been eliminated. We've seen a lot of liquidations have been, a lot of orders have been liquidated. Now let's look at the report. People are saying that Bybit already made back their ETH, which was stolen, because we can see 24 hours long liquidations, 1.5 billion, almost exactly the stolen Lazarus ETH, right? So 24 hours, 1.5 billion liquidations, long 1.45 billion, and shorts 147.20 million. So I think they've already made back the money that was stolen by the hackers. So who knows, they are trying to manipulate the price so that they get all the liquidity before taking off. So the worst thing you can do now is to sell actually. If you sell now, you're going to be regretting later, but this is not financial advice. You can do whatever you want with exactly what you're holding. You don't have to panic sell. Now, looking on the other side, we can see that people like Eric Trump, there's one tweet that was put out by Eric Trump. You can see the markets are dipping and the markets are currently red, and people are coming out saying buy the dips. This is Eric Trump, the son of Donald Trump, sorry. And we can see Michael Saylor on the comments saying that volatility is a gift to the faithful. Remember, Michael Saylor bought 2 billion worth of Bitcoin just yesterday. This guy bought 2 billion worth of Bitcoin yesterday at the price of 97,000. And now the price is at what? And now the price has dipped. So you can see that he's trying to comment on the tweet of Eric Trump saying that the best advice, buy the dips, best advice. And he's also saying that Bitcoin on sale because of the market dipping. I believe they are going to be really happy because they are currently accumulating more and more. On February 24th, Strategy has acquired 20,356 Bitcoin for the price of 1.99 billion, almost 2 billion, at the price of 97,514 per Bitcoin, and has achieved a Bitcoin yield of 6.9% in year 2025. As of 23rd of February 25, we hold 400. They hold now a total of 499,096 Bitcoin acquired for, the average price of acquired for a total of 33.1 billion at an average price of $66,357 per Bitcoin. So you can see these guys are not going to stop, and they are going to keep on. You don't be surprised if you wake up tomorrow and you find that they've accumulated more Bitcoin, because Michael Saylor wants to reach above 500,000 Bitcoin. Now this is a lot of money, like 33.1 billion. This is the market cap of, I don't know, Cardano or what. So they have put Michael Saylor, the type of conviction that he has for Bitcoin is really, really extreme. And you can see that these big players know exactly, they know exactly what is going to happen, and they are buying the dip. But the weekends are really, people are really crying, like, what is going to happen? Just know that Bitcoin, there was a time which Bitcoin moved from 65,000 to even 15,000. People thought that Bitcoin was going to zero. Now this is just a small dip, and it's going to go right back. So have conviction and know exactly what you actually hold. So this is what I have for today. I think just be patient. If you sell now, you're going to be relieved for some time. But if the market starts pumping, you are going to actually regret, why didn't I hold? So this is what I have today for. Let me know in the comments, like, what do you think? Is the price of Kaspa really going to hold at 0.08, or is it going to break 0.08 and go to 0.06? Because if Bitcoin doesn't hold well, I think Kaspa might go to 0.06. This is a big possibility, and I can see it. And just be prepared psychologically and mentally. And this is not actually a bad thing, because you are given an opportunity to accumulate more Kaspa as you need. So always remember to manage your risk, because if you over risk, you're going to be panicking, because if you see every tick is going to mean a lot of money. But if you manage your risk and just believe in the project, there's nothing that has changed. The fundamentals are still on. The fundamentals are still okay. It is just the technicals. You can see the price. The fundamentals are saying this different thing, and technicals are saying the different thing. So when they all align, we are going to see a huge bump. So this is it for today. Don't forget to hit the like, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for the people who've been liking, for the people who've supported this channel. We are currently at 1,000 subscribers, and thanks to all of you who've been viewing this channel, liking, commenting. It has been a really, really, really productive community. Thank you so much, and see you in another video.